Hey RC fans, so we're out with the Maxx. Last time I was out with the Maxx at Garth Park, it didn't really handle the best. He needs work. There's the it slides around turns rather than. Oh my god, this is and it survives. Shit.
Oh, mate!
That's dead.
Is that right?
So what I thought I'd do is get a few upgrades, do a little bit of suspension tune, try and make the Maxx handle a little bit better. We'll do a quick upgrade video. We're gonna have a look, see what we got. I'm gonna be fitting some M2C emulsion shock caps and O-Ring Pistons and see if that makes any difference. Got the Maxx. Get the body off. Let's get these old shocks off to start with.
A few moments later.
Anyway, let's get rid of that. Shocks are off. We are going to fit the emulsion shock caps and our piston O-rings to our stock shocks, and hopefully that gives us a little bit more stability from the Maxx. So let's put our shock apart, remove the screw, let's get the spring off, take that apart, remove the shock cap, remove the old bladder, drain the oil, go. Let's remove the old piston. Get the last little bit. Go. Which end's going to come off first? I think it's going to be the bit at the bottom. There you go. That bit's off, but still, you get that out. Happy days. Let's give it all a bit of a clean. So we're going to get rid of our stock piston. I haven't got any shop pliers, so I've got to, I'm doing it on a budget. I do need to invest in some shop pliers. Makes your life a lot easier. But generally, these aren't that difficult to get off. So take that off, put that to one side, make sure you keep the washer there. We get our cap, we get our new shock piston, put it on, let's tighten this up, nip that up as well. Go. Give that a bit of a clean, get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm going to take up O-ring, stretch it around there. Then we're going to take our smaller O-ring and we're going to put it up here as well. Put it on the shaft and then pop it back down. Put that through. We're going to put our lower shock mount back on. Again, I'm just using a pair of grips and a towel so I don't damage the thread. Oh, I hope this works, and I hope this fixes the issue with the Maxx falling over. In one of the shocks I did find a broken piston, which definitely wouldn't help because that means all the fluid will just fall out. Speaking of fluid, I'm going to try it on some 550 CST. Let's give it a top up. Put it to the top. Now, a lot of people let this settle, and 9 times out of 10, I would agree, let it settle to let all the air bubbles out. But firstly, there's not a great deal of air bubbles in here, and secondly, because it's an emulsion shock cap, it actually uses the air to emulsify, in effect turn your oil into an emulsion. Do that up. Little bleeder valve there, make sure that's completely open, and then we'll just give it a few plunges just to make sure all the fluid is in there and it's working all the way through, and then any air gets forced out. Say about 20 times. This could look rude. Open it up. With this one, do the bleeder up like so. Give it a final clean. Spring on. Lower spring retainer on. These things annoy me. Pop that in. Oh, don't use that. Just dropped on the floor, but lucky I saw it. Put it back in. And then you have a nice shock. And when you put it on the truck, pop the little nylon bits through, your top retainer, and put them back in the RC. We've done one. Now, here's some I prepared earlier. Let's get these back in the truck. And there it is. Now we've got our shock caps on and our pistons in, we're going to take it for a quick spin, and of course we have to be up at the Rebel base. Let's see what the Max handle likes after a few M2C upgrades. Put the shocks now in the outermost hole just to give it a little bit more stability. Let's see what it's got. So on the gravel it's just going to be sliding around. What have I got? What's my trim like? That's not too bad, that. Oh, it's slidey. Just want to try and get this thing so it doesn't traction roll all the time. I get monster truck. It's not renowned for handling, but if I can get it so it doesn't actually traction roll all the time, that would be amazing. Oh, little slap. Ooh. On the gravel it's fine because it just slides. What's it like on the bowl? Oh, it is it's not renowned for its agility, that's for sure. Two-wheeling. Whoop! Ah. Let's get it onto some concrete, see what it does on concrete, because that's where it's really unstable, when it starts to grip a bit more. I tell you what, you know, I'm not big plum. Oh my god, what is wrong with my driving? I'm not expecting it to be as good as the Vorza, but if I can get it so it doesn't do that all the time, I'll be amazed and I'll be dead happy and chuffed. Ah, cue the music. Cow poos everywhere. This little Max is cool. Hey, just a proper basher. Throw the kitchen sink at it. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And that'll bring you loads more content from Grum RC. But if you don't want to take my word for it, tell them, Chewy. Now you've been told. This is where we'll get a true reflection of this RC. Tell you what though, there it is. Fingers crossed, we've sussed it. It's handling loads better just by moving the shocks out a bit along the arms, give it a little bit more stability in the turns. Had a broken piston, which again wouldn't help, making the back really springy. Okay, we can still do endos. We can still do front flips. But it can take a turn. So do you reckon, how do you reckon we could replicate a turn? Something a bit more technical, so we can come flat out from here. We can go round that. Tell you what, it's stayed on its wheels already more than it has done before. Can it take a turn under throttle? Not a lot of throttle, but no. But it's got some wheel speed, can make a turn. I'm happy with that. You can lean it. Oh. I think improvements have definitely been made to the Max. You can see that the suspension, look at the load on that suspension. It's just loading up the inside. And there it is. Couldn't handle it anymore. Had to roll over. I think, let's have a quick check of everything. But why are you not working anymore? Ah, that'll be why. Cool. So need a new fan. That wire's pulled out. Good to know. ESC's nice and hot because this fan ain't working either. Ow, don't touch that. Okay, so might need some fans. It's another good thing that we've worked out. This wire's pulled out from the fan as well. But the shocks themselves, so far, so good. Nice, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. The other option could have been, if I want to send it, I've got a lift kit for it as well, which again won't help the handling because it's got a higher centre of gravity, but what it will help is landing if I decide to launch it. It's a wild RC. The wheelie bar couldn't keep up. This thing is cool. This is a cool RC. You know what? The fact I'm not walking over to it every 30 seconds to flip it back up is a plus. I'm happy with that. I think it's passed my test. Got to fix the fan on it. Hey! Have some fun. Just let it cool down a bit as the fan's broke. What fan do you recommend I should get for this Max? Whack in the comments. Have any of you put any other M2C products or upgrades even on your Traxxas Maxx? Am I mental for wanting this thing to actually be able to turn? Who knows? Let us know your upgrades that you've put in your Max. But so far, just by changing the pistons to O-ring type and emulsion shock caps, this thing is a completely different truck. As long as it can take a beating like it has done and it's built its reputation for, I'm happy as a lamb. Let's just have some fun. Oh. Let's see if Rodders will take the bait. Go on, Rodders. Go on, Rodney. Get it, boy. Need to catch the fish again. Oh, I've gone and got a nibble. RC cars are fun for all the family. They've broken the dog. Good boy! Run for your life, X-Max! There's a Rodney behind you! Dog's done. X-Max wins. Max wins, not X-Max. Hey. On the wheels, flat out, pizza cutters out of control. Soon as those wheels balloon up, you just lose all steering. And you're hanging on for dear life. And I think of it LVC. Let's bring it in. Or have we thermaled? Might have thermal, truth be told. But anywho, I think these upgrades have definitely done the trick. Nice, happy days. So if you got yourself a Max and you want it to handle, M2C emulsion shock caps and O-Ring Pistons are the way. So there we have it then. Traxxas Maxx with M2C upgrades. A little bit of tweaking to the suspension allows us to actually enjoy this truck rather than constantly going to pick it up and roll it over because it can't make a simple turn. That's the power of tuning your RCs. It's the power of doing some upgrades as well, and with a little bit of time you can enhance your enjoyment of your RC rather than just running it straight from the box. I want to firstly thank each and every one of you who are watching my videos. It means the world to me that you're actually interacting with my videos, and I also want you to consider subscribing if you haven't already. Other than that, I'm sure there's going to be loads more videos coming on the Max. I thoroughly enjoy this RC. It is a tank. I have punished it and it is holding up to absolutely everything. All that's left for me to say is I'm Grum from Grum RC up at the Rebel base. Catch you in the next one.